So, joke's on you, rich people. Hey guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another vegan grocery haul. We have another affordable vegan grocery haul for you guys. I'm going to show you guys some awesome vegan protein options as well as just things that I like to buy on a regular basis, some of my staples. And also, if you guys like grocery hauls, don't forget to check out my other videos. I have lots of other grocery hauls on this channel dating back from like 2015 when I first started this channel to like now. So I'm going to leave you guys a link to the playlist down below in the description box so you can check out my other vegan grocery hauls. And also just a little disclaimer, I am a food blogger, food vlogger person, so I do already have a lot of foods in my kitchen already, so I don't buy tons of things at a time because I already have a lot of staple items. So there's things that I'm not going to show you here that I like to consume on a regular basis, things that I use on a regular basis. I do have a fridge tour, a pantry tour. It's a bit of a mess, but I will link that down below as well if you guys are interested. So first I'm going to go through everything I have here in front of me, and then I'm going to at the end tell you how much everything costs. Before we get started, I know a lot of you guys are still waiting for my Asian vegan recipes ebook, and yes, it is in the works. I am working on it. Don't worry, it is coming. I'm still very excited for you guys to see it. If you guys are interested in getting updates from me with regards to the ebook and potentially some discounts, who knows, I'll leave a link down below where you can fill out your email address so you can get some updates from me. And also I would like to remind you that I do also have another ebook that is already on sale, and that will be linked down below as well. 60 different vegan recipes, super simple, super easy. Cheap Lazy Vegan Recipes ebook is linked down below. All right guys, let's go through everything I have in front of me. Let's start here, okay? So first thing I have are some steel cut oats. Oats are really, really healthy for you, but I just don't consume enough. I'm not the biggest fan of oatmeal. I used to have it a lot, but I personally had it for, you know, health reasons and to be full. I'm not like the biggest fan of the taste of it, but you know, I'm gonna still eat some anyways because it's really good for you and it's a really nice, cheap, and healthy breakfast. So apparently steel cut oats are healthy because they're less processed. That's what I heard. Let me know if I am wrong. But yeah, oats are super, super cheap. They're really, really good essential food for vegans. Next, I have 2 different loaves of bread. I got 2 because it was like a 2 for whatever sale. It was, I can't remember how much. I think like it was quite cheap. Like one of them was like $2, so 2 of them were $4, I think. But anyways, one is a 100% whole grain multi-grain with sunflower and pumpkin seeds. And then one of them is ancient grains with quinoa, again 100% whole grain. I just like to have these. I keep them like in the fridge. I know some people are like, you shouldn't keep bread in the fridge, but if I keep them outside, like it's gonna go bad because I just don't have it enough. And sometimes I just don't have enough room in the freezer, and I don't know, keeping my bread in the fridge, it works for me. I don't know why you're not supposed to keep it in the fridge. Does it dry out? I don't know. I always buy like whole grain bread. I never buy like white bread just because, I don't know, there's like no nutrients in the white bread. One slice has 4 grams of protein, which is pretty good. You know, if you have a sandwich, that's 8 grams of protein already just from the bread. Next, I have my favorite. These, I don't know if these are at all nutritious. They're probably not. It's just white noodles. But 3 things of udon noodles. I just love having these around. They're so good. I just love them. They're so convenient. They literally are ready in like 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Because they're already like pre-cooked and they come in these packages. You don't have to refrigerate them. They are so convenient, and I love just having them in my pantry. Next, I have pearl barley. This isn't something I buy regularly, but I saw it and it is very cheap. It's very affordable. Barley is a grain. It is a very affordable grain. I think that I'm gonna mix this in with rice when I cook it, with like brown rice, and it's gonna add in some extra like nutrients. Apparently for 42 grams of this, it's 150 calories and 4 grams of protein. In Korea, they have this thing called barley rice, which is something that people used to eat back in the day when people didn't have enough money to buy like white rice, because back in the day white rice was, I believe, more expensive, so they would like mix in a ton of barley with the rice and that would create barley rice. So like poor people would eat barley rice, but barley is supposed to be really good for you. So joke's on you, rich people. Another thing, Korean people also like to make barley tea. It's something my mom makes. I think she just boils some barley with water, and I love the taste of it. It's called boricha. Bori is barley in Korean, I think. Oh my god. And boricha is like very common in Korea. So I might make that too. Anyways, yeah. Next, I have some lentils. It didn't come in this jar, but I put it in there because it was in the bulk section. So I got some green lentils. Lentils are a great source of vegan protein. It's something that I would definitely highly recommend adding into your diet on a regular basis. Lentils just have so many different nutritional benefits. I can't really tell you all of them, but I just know that they're very healthy, okay? I may not be a nutritionist, but I just know that lentils are very healthy for you. Green lentils, you can also get brown lentils or red lentils. These are green. Next thing is quinoa. Again, this was in the bulk section, so I put it in this jar afterwards. I think this was pretty cheap. I can't tell you how much it was right now. Quinoa is also a good source of protein. Apparently quinoa is a seed, not a grain, but you can pretty much use it as like a grain, and it's higher in protein than other grains because it's a seed. I don't know. Anyways, quinoa is very good for you. It's something that I should probably eat more of, so I got some. So yes, yay. Next, okay. All right, so now I have two frozen items here. One of them is frozen Brussels sprouts. I've mentioned this many times before. I love having like frozen veggies always around in case I'm feeling like lazy or if I just don't have fresh veggies around. Frozen veggies are super duper helpful. You know, apparently they are quite healthy because they get frozen when they're at like their optimal like nutritional value stage. I don't know if that's true, but either way, it's good to have, and I love Brussels sprouts, so I like having frozen Brussels sprouts. I remember when I was young, I never really ate Brussels sprouts. I don't think I've tried Brussels sprouts until I was like an adult, probably because I'm Asian and Asians don't eat Brussels sprouts. Like that's not like a thing. You know how like people always joke their kids don't like Brussels sprouts? I just never really understood. I was like, this must be the most disgusting vegetable because everyone's saying how kids don't like Brussels sprouts. And then I ate Brussels sprouts. I was like, this is amazing. Why don't you like Brussels sprouts? Next, edamame beans. Now this is another great source of protein, guys. Edamame beans. For 85 grams, that gives you 11 grams of protein. 85 grams is about 2/3 cup of edamame beans. Edamame beans are like, I believe they're like some sort of soybean. Yes, soybeans. Yeah, I always like to have edamame beans in my freezer. This is so convenient. You just microwave it or just thaw it out. I just like to take it straight out of the freezer, microwave a little bit, maybe put some salt on it, have it as a snack, or you can throw it into salads, your noodles, your stir fries, your whatever. Like just throw it in for some extra protein, and I just really like the taste of this as well. All right, and then we're gonna move on to canned items. So first we have 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. No, actually one is crushed tomatoes, one is diced tomatoes. I've talked about this many times before, but I love having canned tomatoes of some sort always around because they're really handy. They are useful in many different recipes, and you can make pasta sauces, you can make chili. I think I'm gonna make chili. You can make just so many different kinds of things with some canned tomatoes. They're very cheap, and it's just something you can always have around because they're canned. So yes. And next we have like tons of protein sources here. So we've got 5 cans of different kinds of beans. I got 5 because they had 5 for $5, so $1 per can. And I was looking for some dry beans, but I couldn't find dry chickpeas, and I already have like some dry kidney beans and stuff. So I talked about this before, but most of the time if you cook beans from dry, like from scratch, it is going to be cheaper because you get so much more out of dry beans. However, it does take a long time and it is like a little bit annoying to do sometimes. So quite often I forget, and I don't know, sometimes I don't have enough room in my freezer or my fridge to store cooked dry beans. So it is very nice to have canned beans available so that you can just open the can and use it in whatever dishes you want. I have 2 cans of chickpeas. I got the ones with no salt added. A can of white kidney beans. I just got a different assortment of different beans. I also have no salt added kidney beans, dark red kidney beans. And then I also got a no salt added black beans. So we've got 5 cans of beans. This makes me very happy. Yes, I like being stocked up on canned beans. Beans are such a great source of protein. Again, 1 cup of chickpeas apparently gives you 11 grams of protein. It is very easy to eat a cup of beans. I would just throw them into, again, stir fries. You can have it in a nice Buddha bowl. You can make chili. You can make so many different kinds of different recipes. I know that a lot of people don't know how to use beans and cook with beans, but you know, there's so many different things that you could do. You can make bean burgers. You can make bean balls, like meatballs. So many different things that you could do with beans. So be creative and just try out different recipes. Next, we have, of course, tofu. I didn't get too much tofu because I already have tofu in the fridge, but I got another thing of tofu. Definitely a very, very staple thing in my kitchen, in my life. I have tofu pretty much every day. People ask me about if I'm worried about having too much soy. No, I'm not. I don't think I have that much soy. I don't think I'm like, you know, overdosing on soy. I don't think soy is bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Anyways, this brand I don't usually get, but it looked pretty convenient because it's like cut up into 4 quadrants, so I can literally just eat like 1 quadrant at a time. And tofu, if you guys didn't know, is very high in protein. It's a great source of protein. So 1 serving size is 100 grams, and that gives you 18 grams of protein. And it's so easy to eat, like 1 block of this. Love it. My favorite source of protein. Tofu. And if you guys need some help cooking your tofu, you don't know how to use tofu, you need more information about tofu, I have an entire video dedicated to tofu where I talk about, you know, how to cook it and different types of tofu and all of that stuff. So check that video out. Link will be down below. Next, we have some, these are probably the more expensive items here. So these are more expensive vegan items that you don't need but are convenient to have if you are, you know, busy and, you know, you like to have some convenient things in your fridge. But again, not necessary. This is definitely more expensive than getting, you know, whole plant foods. Beans, for example, much cheaper, but at the same time, this is convenience, okay? So one of my favorite things is veggie ground. This is Eve's Veggie Cuisine Mexican Veggie Ground Round. So it's basically like ground beef, but veggie, and it's already kind of flavored, so it's really nice and convenient if you just want to add some, you know, nice flavors and textures and protein into your meal and you just don't want to deal with, you know, cooking something up. Super convenient. A 1/3 cup of this is 9 grams of protein, and you can easily eat a 1/3 cup. So yeah, this is probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 servings. So it's not too bad. I think this cost me $4, so 4 to 5 servings. It's less than $1 per serving probably. And they also have like an Italian version, so I like to throw that into lasagnas, and it just makes a really super delicious lasagna. So this, I'm probably gonna make like some, I don't know, burrito bowls or something like that. But yeah, super convenient to have. Again, convenient source of protein. It's not the healthiest because there's a lot of sodium in there, but I don't have that much processed food, so it's fine. Next is tempeh, another one of my favorite sources of protein. When I first tried tempeh, I did not like it, but I'm glad I kept trying because now I really, really, really love tempeh. It's something that was a bit weird for me when I first tried it. I thought it was just strange, very strange texture. It's like a flavor that I've never tried before, but now I just love it. I cannot get enough. So this one is a smoky maple veggie bacon flavor, and it is by the brand Tofurky, and I love this flavor. I love the maple bacon flavor, but you can also get ones that are not flavored, so you can flavor them yourself, because then you can, you know, control the amount of sauce you put in there. I'm fine with a little bit of extra sodium, you know what I'm saying? And this is just so good. I can't get enough. And it's super easy to cook up, just a few minutes on a frying pan. Yeah, it's so convenient. I love it. 6 pieces, which is 85 grams, gives you 12 grams of protein. I believe tempeh is fermented soy. Let me see if I can find a description. Yes, fermented whole soybeans. So it's kind of like weird tofu. Yes. Now we can move on to the produce. This is the less exciting part. Yes, we have some spinach, my favorite. I don't really need to describe spinach, do I? Spinach is actually quite high in protein, and you can eat a lot of it, especially when you like saute it or cook it, because when you cook it, seriously, it becomes like nothing. I could probably eat this entire bag of spinach when it's cooked in one sitting because it becomes almost nothing. Sometimes I don't have enough time to finish my fresh spinach. Spinach does wilt pretty quickly and it does go bad pretty quickly. So I keep it in the fridge as long as I can, and then when I feel like it's gonna start to go bad, I just throw this entire bag into the freezer, and you can freeze your spinach, and then when your spinach is frozen, whenever you wanna make a smoothie, you can just throw in like a handful of frozen spinach into your smoothie. That's what I do. Super convenient, and I do that all the time. I got some romaine lettuce. It was on sale. I can't remember how much, but it was on sale. 3 things of romaine lettuce. Next, we have broccoli, another one of my staple foods. Broccoli is also pretty high in protein. Unfortunately, you probably can't have too much broccoli at once, which is why you probably want to add in some beans and legumes and all that stuff. You can throw broccoli into pretty much anything, so love it. I have some bananas, of course, a staple. I'm not like a huge fan of like the taste of bananas. I'm not like, oh my god, bananas, so delicious. But they're so convenient and just easy to eat. They're easy to freeze. You can freeze. Once they start to go like, you know, bad, I peel it and then I like kind of break it in half and I freeze bananas in the freezer. Yes, that's where you freeze things, the freezer. I put it into like a nice like Ziploc bag or something, or in a container, and then I freeze the bananas so that I can again throw it into smoothies. I love frozen bananas in my smoothies. They're like an absolute must in all my smoothies. I have 3 bell peppers here. This just came in like a 3 package. Next, I have a giant sweet potato, apparently. I'm not used to sweet potatoes like this. In Korea, sweet potatoes are really small, so I don't really know what this is, but very big sweet potato. Sweet potatoes have a lot of health benefits. Really, really good for you. They're tasty. What I love about sweet potatoes is that you can literally just eat it without anything, not even salt, especially Korean sweet potatoes. Oh my god, so good. I should have went to the Korean store. But anyways, yeah, you can just eat it like just on its own, just bake it, steam it, whatever, and eat it on its own, and it's still just so tasty, just the way it is naturally. You don't need to do much. So love it. Sweet potatoes, awesome. I need to eat more sweet potatoes. That's another thing. Another thing that I love, alfalfa sprouts. I love alfalfa sprouts. Apparently these are really easy to grow, but I've never tried it and I don't think I have time to grow them. Actually, I don't know. Have you guys ever grown your own sprouts? I love throwing these into like everything, salads, noodle bowls, Buddha bowls. I just put it on top of everything, even like avocado on toast, put it in sandwiches. So good. I love alfalfa sprouts so much. There's something so delicious about them. Oh, and last but not least, I have this random thing. This is like super random. This is a daya yogurt. Never tried this. I'm a little scared because daya is hit or miss for me. I'm not scared. I'm just kind of like, is it gonna be good? I don't know. This one is the peach flavor. I hope it's good. This was like $2. This kind of stuff, see, this kind of like, you know, packaged stuff is going to be more expensive, obviously. So you don't want to get like all of your foods that are like packaged like this. So you want to get a variety of kind of whole plant foods, and then once in a while just throw in a few of these. That's kind of how I shop. So yeah, daya yogurt. I'll let you know how it goes, how it is. I don't know how it's going to taste. I'm curious. Maybe I'll taste it now. I kind of want to try it now. I guess this is turning into a bit of a taste test. Okay, let me mix it. So one container is 160 calories, 6 grams of protein. Ooh, okay. It's kind of thick. It smells like yogurt. That's good. There's little bits of peach in there. Okay. Mmm. Oh, guys. Mm-hmm. So good. Tastes just like yogurt. I'm very impressed. I'm actually very, very pleasantly surprised. Daya came through. Tastes like yogurt. Tastes like yogurt. Yummy yogurt. Anyway. I'm so glad that was delicious. I wasn't sure. So that was really good. And now I'm gonna tell you guys the final price. Woo! A few things to keep in mind before I tell you the price. Number 1, I live in Canada. Groceries in Canada tend to be quite expensive, especially produce and things like that. The price I'm about to tell you is also in Canadian dollars, okay? Keep that in mind too. Another thing is that I live in city center, right in the middle of downtown, so the grocery stores around me are a bit more expensive. They're not the cheaper grocery stores that you can find in my city. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The prices are a little bit more inflated where I shop, which is why it is going to be more expensive. So all of that being said, the final total of all the food in front of me was $66.35 Canadian. Everything in front of me cost $66.35 Canadian. For a lot of food, to be honest, this is quite a lot of food. It's definitely gonna last me a while, so I'm pretty happy with my purchases, and I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys did find this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you guys are new to this channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button. And like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you guys want updates on the Asian Vegan Recipes ebook, do not forget to click that link below to fill out your email so that you can get some updates into your inbox. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!